with the most recent applications of players like American drummer Glenn Velez and Israeli drummer Zohar Fresco, the application of solcato, which is what I have been learning from Mr. Suresh, is also possible on the frame drum, and I'm going to show you a couple of examples on how you can apply konakol onto a Middle Eastern drum. For example, one very common sound in solcato is takatarikita takatom, which you can play on this frame drum like this, using the fingers. The interesting thing with solcato is that you can adapt it to a traditional Arabic rhythm, let's say like malfuf, which is a 4-beat rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Or kita takatum.
I hope you go. Just sorry about that. He was mentioning the word solcato. I do not know how many of you are aware of what a solcato means. The percussion players play so much intricacies on the instrument, and each stroke, a percussion player, a ghatam player or a mridangam player, whichever instrument you are aware of or you are familiar with, a mridangam or tabla or tawil or ghatam or kanjira or morsing, any instrument, when you play, when the musician plays on it, he actually applies the knowledge of solcato which he has learned. First he learns the syllables, the phrases. It's just the syllables like taka, dimi, tari, kita, takita. They have the number count also, like takita is 1, 2, 3, 3. Taka, dimi is 4. Tadingi, natom is 5. And incidentally, as per mythology, it is believed that these syllables and phrases have come out of the cosmic dance of Lord Shiva, and the tradition has been passed on to us through ages. Now this solcato has attracted these musicians who have already made a mark in their respective fields, and they want to explore, coming to India, learning this wonderful art, and again applying and enriching their own style of playing. That's what he was talking about, applying the solcato system. And he was mentioning about Zohar Fresco and Glenn Velez, who are master frame drummers. He's another master like him. They're a little bit seniors, but they have done wonderful study of the solcato system of the South Indian Carnatic music. So we all must be proud of the Indian deep-rooted South Indian Carnatic rhythmic system. The title of this program is Joy of Rhythm. We derive joy out of somebody respecting us, revering us as, age-old, our tradition is being respected and try to be followed. When musicians like these come here to learn and respect our music and then follow our style, our system, our culture, you see their even attires. They are so meticulous, they are so devoted to the system, to the culture, which is very important. We are very proud and confident of our own culture by the gestures of these great musicians. I thank them for that. And Vasilis continues again.
I think for a non-Indian it's a lot better to say this, what Master Suresh just said. You have to be proud for the music that you have been producing in the West, and I talk about Europe and the US as well. For what I do, which is play mainly Eastern Mediterranean and Arabic music. Nowadays, you are not considered a serious percussionist unless you know solcato really well. As an outcome of Glenn Velez and Zohar Fresco, you're really not considered a proper professional at the high level if you don't know about solcato, South Indian music, North Indian music as well. But my preference was South Indian music. and particularly Konakol. That's why I came all this way to study with Master Suresh. We have been studying a lot on the internet, which is another very good thing, and more people should be doing that. More musicians should be getting on the internet so that they can get the information across the world. For a long time I used to see just one head and then random voices in the background, and now when I came, I visited his house, I know that he has a whole body, he's not just a head, speaking with latency, which is a great pleasure to experience actually.
And more of his playing, pairing with Jesus Christ. And he's going to talk about his instrument, which is again very unique. Please don't miss this. Where is your instrument? Oh, you're sitting on that. This is very unique again. We have never seen somebody sitting on his own instrument and playing. We have seen instruments being carried on the, carried on the lap or placed on the lap, on the stand, between legs, on the head. No. For that later, and please, take over from me.
Vanakkam, everybody. Well, I want to speak about this instrument, which is originally from South America. This instrument arose by the prohibition to the African slaves to play their drums there. So they had to find somewhere, some place where to play. So they started playing in any box of wood to transport fish, to transport clothes. And like this instrument arose. It became a real instrument. The main country where they use this instrument is Peru. There is like an official national instrument. They are very proud of it. But also in Cuba they are using the cajones. It's called cajon, which means box. Yes, box, because it's a box. It has a hole behind where the sound is coming out. And it's a very useful instrument because besides play music, you can sit on it. It's a chair. I use it as my luggage. I put the clothes inside. It's my night table as well. So it's a very useful object. Yeah, and like 30 years ago, the famous guitarist from Spain, Paco de Lucia, I don't know if you heard that name, big master of flamenco music, he went to Peru and he found this instrument and he loved the sound. He said, wow, this sound is perfect fitting in our music in flamenco. So he took it, we adopted from South America, and it became really famous in Spain. Everybody's playing now, the technique is developing a lot, the construction of the instrument as well. We add some strings of guitar inside, which make this sound like the snare of the drum set. In Peru they don't use these strings. It has a different sound. And we use this in flamenco music, which is a music that came out of 5 different cultures, like Jews, the gypsies coming from India, the Arabs, and the influence of South America, and other people that live in the Peninsula Iberica where Spain is. So we have some Indian language in our music as well, because it's one of the roots, and that's why I got the interest to come here and like visit the root of one of the root of my music. Indian language, but not reciting. Not reciting, but when we play, you know. When I started listening to Indian music, I found like something very familiar in the sound, in the way of interact, you know, the improvisation, these kind of things. So what I'm trying to do with this instrument is adopt the technique that is used on gatam mainly, on tabla as well. Some movements I'm like translating to this instrument, and the language as well. So for example, this, can you hold it? One movement in the gatam, which is tarikita. I directly put it here, and it sounds really nice. We have other way of play, like more moving the palms, the wrist like this, but this finger sound, it sounds really nice in this instrument. Takita, 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 takita. And I would like to show more of this.
Is there any other way of playing takita?
I mean, I can play the same language with other kind of strokes that I show it. For example, to play
tarikita, just play tarikita.
To play tiku tiku tarekita, I can use which is directly adopted from Gatam. But I also have other way to play like this, which are stronger, so I can have like different sounds to express same language. Different sounds.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. I would like to ask them to do a short duet. I do not know if you want a short one or a long one. Let's see. Both Miguel and Vasilis will be doing. They have 4 musicians very close to them, wanting to enjoy, not joy.
In this duet we wanna make, we wanna include like some of the material of 2 teachers that Vasilis and me are sharing, which is Master Suresh and Zohar Fresco, great frame drum player. So we wanna add some material of them and some of our own things.
You have to say when we came up with it.
Eh?
When did we come up with it?
We made it yesterday. So
They have combined the style of Zohar Fresco, their common teacher. Actually, they learned from Zohar Fresco. If you happen to go to the internet, just check for Zohar Fresco. ZOHARFRESCO. Amazing frame drum player. You will not feel like moving away from the internet. And they both have learned from him, and now, incidentally, learning from me, the Indian soul cut too. They have created something just yesterday to present just for you. and a half now. They were playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You can join. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do just one. Indian. I tell you, it's not really easy to work on some idea which is given by me and combining it with, it's not the difficulty of the idea I mean, but from the background of theirs. To learn this and put it along with something they have already learned and mastered and performed and do it as a nice presentation, it's really, really a very tough job and they have done an amazing work. Did you guys sleep last night? No. And you?
20 minutes.
20 minutes we slept.
Then it was Tavil and trumpets.
Oh, they like the early morning music of the Margari Masam, which is very nice.
We like it one day.
And incidentally, they have agreed to come with me in the Margari Masa Bhajan some Saturday or Sunday, probably the coming Saturday. They are going to play along with the Margari Masam, the Vidhi Bhajana, which is happening every day in the early morning, 5 and 7, around Kapaleshwara temple. So you will have the pleasure of listening to them playing to bhajans and the Nama Sankirtanam. Provisionally we have fixed it for 24th Saturday. Let's see.
Let's go.
Keep guessing and keep working. Now there is something interesting which the tonal colors of the Ghatam, which is going to be, it's going to be just Ghatam, we call it Ghatha Yoga because we are not going to play the way I played just before this show, this section. It's going to be entirely different treatment. I invite Prasanna, Taka Kikuno, Ram and Krishna Kumar on the stage.
What are the basic patterns in Kahun?